Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Surviving Narcissism Together. Have you ever seen your narcissistic ex move on, smiling like someone new, doing all the things they once promised you? Trips, dinners, family plans, even those little gestures they swore that they'd only do with you? It's painful, right? You sit there wondering, maybe it really was me. Maybe they finally changed for someone else. Maybe the grass is really greener with that new supply. But I'm here to tell you that that isn't the truth. It's all an illusion and it only looks so from the outside. In the very beginning, the narcissist is going to pull out all the stops. The new supply gets the love bombing you once got. Constant attention, grand gestures, sweet words, family outings, romantic dinners. They're promised a future that looks picture perfect, right? And here's the kicker. Often, the narcissist gives the new supply the exact things they withheld from you. So, if they promise you a vacation that you never got, suddenly they're on a plane with the new partner. If they refuse to commit with you, now they're talking marriage. How does that make any sense? It's not because the new person is better, it's because the narcissist needs to sell an illusion. They need the new supply hooked, and they need you doubting yourself. Also, something to remember is that narcissists aren't original. So, if you, for example, wanted romantic dinners, you asked them for romantic dinners, and they didn't give it to you, they're gonna give it to the new supply because they couldn't think of that for themselves. They're mirroring what you would have wanted. They're looking at what you would have wanted and is giving it to the new supply. That's why they do that, because they're not original thinkers. Of course, seeing all these pictures, seeing all these videos, seeing all these social media updates is gonna leave you hurt, right? You're left thinking, why couldn't they have done it for me? Why was I not enough? You're gonna feel replaced. But here's the truth. You were never the problem, and the narcissist simply changes masks. They recycle the same tricks, the same promises, but with a new audience. What feels like your loss is actually the start of someone else's nightmare. This is why we recommend that you stay off social media, or at least the narcissist social media. Don't look at what they're doing. It's going to trick you, it's going to fool you. But in reality, you should feel sorry for the new supply. Say a prayer for them, because they're going to experience that nightmare and even worse. Now, once that love bombing period fades, and by the way, it always fades, the cycle begins again. The cracks start to show. Their sweet words to the new supply begins to turn into criticism. The attention shifts to control. The dream vacation becomes an argument. The promises that they make to the new supply don't match their actions. And just like you once did, the new supply will find themselves walking on eggshells and wondering what happened to the person they first met. Here's the reality. Narcissists don't change. They don't magically become the perfect partner just because they're with someone new. They bring the same patterns, the same emptiness, the same lack of empathy into every single relationship. The only difference is right now, you're watching them run the script on someone else. Remember, guys, all narcissists carry the same playbooks. It's just a different setting. I know it looks like the narcissist is winning. I know it looks like they've upgraded. And by the way, they haven't upgraded. They usually downgrade. I'm sorry to say that, but that's what they do. They downgrade. And I know it feels like they're giving the new supply everything you wanted. But remember, that's the image they want you to see. Though you're broken up, the narcissist wants to curate and create a story to make it seem that you shouldn't have stood up to them. You shouldn't have held them accountable. And if you didn't, they would have given you all of this. But instead, they're giving it to someone else. They're nasty people. Remember, they're carefully crafting a story to flaunt the new supply, to post the perfect pictures, make it look like life is suddenly amazing, but it's all a show. And behind the scenes, the same dysfunction is beginning to set in. The reality for the new supply is right now, they're gonna believe that they found someone special. Thanks to the love bombing phase, right? They believe that they've won the lotto. But slowly the cracks will begin to show, just like it did to you. They'll notice the broken promises, they'll feel the criticism, and they'll sense the emptiness you once felt. And eventually, they'll realize themselves that the grass, in fact, is not greener. It was just spray painted green for a little while. I want you to be encouraged. I know that you're sitting there comparing yourself, thinking you've been replaced. But please hear me. You haven't lost anything. Meanwhile, the new supply hasn't won anything either. They've just stepped into the same cycle that you've been freed from. See, the narcissist maybe could change partners, maybe could change a setting, but they can't change themselves. The grass is not greener. It's the same toxic soil, just on a different pitch of land. And while they're stuck repeating the cycle, you, on the other hand, you have the opportunity to heal, to grow, and create a life that's truly green and thriving. So guys, the next time you see the narcissist, your narcissistic ex, doing something that they once promised you with the new supply, don't take it as proof as you weren't good enough, because that's far from the truth. Take it as proof that they're running the same tired script again. Try your best to stay off their social media. It's all curated to fool you and make you feel like you weren't good enough, which is not true. If this video gave you any clarity today, please give it a like so more survivors can find it, and subscribe for more content on how you can break free and heal from narcissistic abuse. Remember, the grass isn't greener with the narcissist. It's greener where you water it. Okay, I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.